Hi, this advanced lesson will help you to understand how Agile values and principles can be applied. Agile is a project methodology that is becoming more popular throughout the world, and if you're not familiar with it, you can get some basic video coaching on the links below. Okay, in this lesson we will start with the Agile Manifesto, which emphasizes 4 key values. So get your pen and paper ready, as there is a lot of information to digest. The first manifesto value is individuals and interactions over processes and tools. But what does this mean? Agile prioritizes the people involved in the project and how they communicate and work together, rather than strictly adhering to processes or specific tools. The Agile teams that work well together have far more insight than tools and processes can offer, and this enables the team to stay flexible and adapt to any project challenges or changes. Next, we will look at working software over comprehensive documentation. The focus for this is on delivering software in short iterations, rather than producing volumes of documentation that are difficult to maintain. The principle here is for Agile to work on just enough documentation or user stories, as this allows for a more adaptive process, leading to early delivery of features with immediate business value. The third of the values is customer collaboration over contract negotiation. In traditional methodologies, requirements are usually defined just once at the beginning of a project, and this could lead to requirement misalignments if the business or market changes. Agile overcomes this issue by allowing collaboration with customers, business stakeholders, and end users throughout the project. This ensures the deliverables are relevant and beneficial to the business when they are delivered. In practice, customers or stakeholders have regular meetings with the product owner and can also be invited to the daily stand-up if they need to interact with the Agile team to update the requirements. The final value is responding to change over following a fixed plan. Sometimes, the market requirements shift, a customer's needs may change, or technological advancements mean your deliverables may be outdated. An Agile team needs to change their priorities regularly, and the use of sprints and the product backlog helps to facilitate these adjustments and direction changes. This ensures the deliverables are not outdated when delivered. The 4 values defined in the manifesto are also underpinned by 12 principles. Before we look at each of the 12 principles, it's worth noting that the purpose of these principles is to focus on keeping the customers happy, regular delivery of benefits at a sustainable work pace, and creating an environment where continuous improvement is encouraged. Okay, let's look at these 12 principles. The first principle is to prioritize the customer's needs by delivering working software quickly and consistently throughout the project. This enables early business benefits. The second principle requires the Agile team to embrace change whenever it occurs in the project. This will help to make any deliverable more relevant and therefore valuable to the business. The next principle is to try and enable small, manageable work packages that can be delivered on a regular basis, rather than having all the deliverables backloaded at the end of a project. The fourth principle encourages collaboration between the technical teams that deliver the work packages and business stakeholders. Daily meetings can help to ensure both sides are aligned on their priorities. The fifth principle aims to make sure that Agile team members are empowered to make decisions. This will lead to individuals becoming self-driven and improve trust in the team. The sixth principle encourages face-to-face conversations or online conversations in apps like Teams and Zoom, rather than relying on emails, which can slow progress and often lead to confusion or miscommunication. The seventh principle is to use functional software that delivers benefits to the business as a measure of progress on the project, rather than the creation of documents and reports. The eighth principle has rather a long definition. This can be summarized as making sure the team doesn't burn out by getting overloaded with work. This is why the sprint planning meetings and the end of sprint retrospective meetings are critical. Team members should not overcommit at the start of a sprint. This will help to ensure continuous delivery at a pace that can be sustained. The next principle is easy to define. Make sure that high technical standards are maintained. A strong technical foundation makes any deliverable easier to modify if this is required. It also reduces potential blockers such as finding defects in the testing. The 10th principle encourages Agile teams to only deliver what is necessary. This prevents teams from wasting time on deliverables that provide no benefits. We are nearly there now. The 11th principle is one of the major enablers of delivery. It allows self-organizing Agile teams to take ownership of their work. Empowering makes team members feel engaged. This also allows them to tackle any issues or blockers more effectively. The 12th and final principle is to encourage continuous improvement. The enablers for this are primarily through retrospective meetings at the end of a sprint, as it gives time to reflect. However, continuous face-to-face engagement with team members throughout a sprint also plays a big part. This is why daily stand-up meetings are so valuable. You now know the Agile values and principles, but you still need to understand how they're applied. Look out for the videos that address popular Agile frameworks and core Agile practices. To give you a very brief flavor, the popular Agile frameworks are Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, Lean Software, and Scaled Agile Framework, known as SAFe, another acronym for you to learn. The core Agile practices are iterative development, continuous feedback, self-organizing teams, retrospectives, and backlog management. For even more testing insights, use the links below this video. You will find lots of useful lessons. It helps enormously if you subscribe to the channel, as this allows us to keep creating more free content. And if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to add your thoughts. Meanwhile, keep testing and improving.